Imagine waking up one day, standing in your own kitchen and suddenly forgetting why you're there. You glance around, the familiar feels foreign, and a creeping fear sets in. Could this be the beginning? What if I told you the real battle against dementia doesn't start when the symptoms appear? It starts decades earlier, right at your dining table. Yes, the foods you choose today are silently shaping the health of your brain tomorrow. While most people worry about dementia when it's too late, the truth is that 40% of cases are preventable through simple lifestyle changes. It isn't just about adding brain foods. It's about removing the hidden culprits that quietly sabotage your memory every single day. In this guide, we are going to uncover the silent enemies and the powerful protectors of your mind. Let's start with a hard truth. Dementia is rising faster than ever. According to the WHO, over 55 million people are living with it, and by 2050 that number is expected to nearly double. But here is what most people don't realize. Dementia is not an overnight event. It is a slow, silent process that often begins 20 to 30 years before the first forgotten name or missed appointment. The root cause: chronic inflammation and oxidative stress. These are invisible forces fueled by highly processed foods, excess sugars, and unhealthy fats. The consequence: long-term poor nutrition leads to insulin resistance in the brain. Researchers are now referring to this as type 3 diabetes, a condition that starves your brain cells of energy and is a massive hidden contributor to Alzheimer's. Let's talk about the silent attackers. These are everyday foods that you might think are harmless, but over time, they are powerful contributors to cognitive decline. 1. Processed meats, the inflammation bomb. Bacon, sausages, and deli meats might taste delicious, but they are loaded with nitrates and preservatives. A major UK study found that regular consumption of processed meats increased dementia risk by 44%. Action: check the ingredients. If it's cured, smoked, or salted to last for months, put it back. 2. Refined carbohydrates, the brain foggers. White bread, pastries, and sugary cereals cause massive blood sugar spikes. This leads to that type 3 diabetes insulin resistance we mentioned. Sign: do you feel foggy or forgetful after a carb-heavy meal? That is your brain signaling distress. 3. Trans fats, the shrinkers. Found in margarine, frozen pizzas, and packaged snacks. Trans fats are directly linked to shrinking brain volume. Stat: people with high levels of trans fats in their blood were 75% more likely to develop dementia. 4. Excessive alcohol and artificial sweeteners. Alcohol shrinks the hippocampus, the memory center. Meanwhile, artificial sweeteners like aspartame are suspected of disrupting neurotransmitters. Is the temporary buzz or sweetness worth the long-term risk to your mental clarity? Part 3. The brain's bodyguards. What to eat. Now that we've cleared the enemies, let's look at the heroes. These foods actively protect and strengthen your neural connections. Leafy greens, the time traveler. Spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are rich in vitamin K and lutein. Eating just one serving a day can make your brain perform as if it were 11 years younger. Fatty fish, the builder. Your brain is 60% fat. It craves omega-3 salt found in salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These fats build brain cells. Aim for 2 to 3 servings a week. Berries, the antioxidant armor. Blueberries and strawberries contain anthocyanins that reduce inflammation. A Harvard study showed regular berry eaters delayed cognitive decline by up to 2.5 years. Nuts and seeds, the shield. Walnuts are the MVP here. They look like little brains for a reason. They are packed with plant-based omega-3 salt that fight brain aging. Turmeric, the grower. This golden spice boosts BDNF, a growth hormone that helps form new brain cells. Pro tip: always pair it with black pepper to boost absorption by 2000%. Part 4. Liquid intelligence. What you drink matters. What you pour into your glass can either nourish your brain or poison it. Drink this. Green tea. Contains L-theanine for calm focus and antioxidants to protect cells. Water. Your brain is 75% water. Even mild dehydration shrinks the brain and kills focus. Coffee. In moderation, 1 to 2 cups a day can actually reduce Alzheimer's risk thanks to potent polyphenols. Avoid this. Sugary sodas. Liquid sugar that spikes insulin instantly. Energy drinks. A cocktail of stress for your nervous system that leads to a crash and sleep disruption. Part 5. The gut-brain highway. Did you know your gut is your second brain? There is a direct communication highway between your stomach and your head called the gut-brain axis. If you feed the bad bacteria, you get inflammation and anxiety. If you feed the good bacteria, you get serotonin, dopamine, and mental clarity. How to heal the axis? Probiotics. Yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut. Repopulate the good guys. Prebiotics. Garlic, onions, bananas, oats. Food for the good guys. Part 6. The nighttime cleaning crew, sleep and stress. You can eat perfectly, but if you don't sleep, you cannot heal. The magic of sleep. When you enter deep sleep, your brain activates the lymphatic system. Think of this as a nighttime janitor. It flushes out toxins, including beta amyloid, the sticky protein associated with Alzheimer's. If you don't sleep, the trash builds up. The danger of stress. Chronic stress releases cortisol. High cortisol levels literally shrink the hippocampus. The routine, digital detox. Screens off 1 hour before bed. Mindfulness, 5 minutes of deep breathing to lower cortisol. Consistency, wake up and go to sleep at the same time to set your internal clock. Final reflection, a promise to your future self. Take a moment and think about the small choices you make today. The snack you grab, the hour you sleep, the stress you manage. Protecting your memory isn't about waiting for the fear to set in. It's about acting now. Every healthy habit is a promise to your future self, a promise to protect your independence, your stories, and the joy of knowing exactly who you are. So ask yourself, what one change will you make today? Share this with someone you love. Together, we can protect the memories that matter most.